So I know what you're thinking while you click on this video today. You're probably disagreeing that they're not far from each other. So let's say you do one of this. So if you do calisthenics, you might say it's harder because you do things like planche, handstand, or L-sit, stuff like that. Let's say you're a bodybuilder. I know the first thing you're gonna ask is how much you lift. And I already know what's hard for it because it's like a competition of lifting weight. And the heavier you can lift is the stronger you are. A lot of people are arguing which one's harder. So the goal might be different, but actually if you look closer, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So I've seen a lot of fitness rivalry lately towards, calisthenics and bodybuilding, and they're always like trying to top each other. Which one's harder to do, this or that? And I noticed that people who are doing calisthenics always say it's harder because, they do things like, balancing, resistance training and stuff like that. People in bodybuildings, they barely argue about this. The thing about them is they always say that they're stronger, right? But really, this video is not about the competition, who is better or what's the best one. I'm not here to point that out. Comment it down below which one you think though is the best or which one's harder. So in this video, I just want to point it out that this is connected in a way. And to be honest, if you're in calisthenics, you can be in bodybuilder too. And yeah, same goes the other way around. Let's define calisthenics and bodybuilding. Calisthenics, you don't rely on lifting weights, but you lift yourself as a weight. You use different trainings such as, you balance yourself. You use resistance training to get stronger. In bodybuilding, is a straightforward. You lift weights, right? You want to get jacked, you want to get big, you want to get stronger. Seeing the goals, bodybuilders wanted to build body, right? From the word bodybuilder. They want to be jacked and strong. Most of them wants to get girls. Calisthenics, I don't really know what the goals are, but getting girls too is one of them. You would ask me what's my goal is, same thing with a bodybuilder. I just want to get strong. I want to do this kind of training because I think it's cooler in a way. It's my opinion though, you don't have to take it personally. So I feel like this is me controlling my own, physical body. Most of the goals of a calisthenics falls into the bodybuilder categories too, if you notice. That's why they're not really far away from each other. So yeah, let's just go to the point on how they're not like really far away from each other. So my first point is they both use weight. Like I said, in calisthenics, they use their body as a weight, and bodybuilders, they lift things. You notice weight exists in everything, right? It might just be in a different form, but there's weight in everything. There's like certain weights to get you stronger, right? To get you in a certain point. In order to build muscles, is you need to destroy your muscle by lifting weights. Yeah, both of them, they're just like doing the same. The training might look different. In calisthenics, they have to train like that because balance is present in their thing, and because they have to be strong in that way. But in bodybuilders, is they have to lift straight forward like that, right? To build muscles, right? To get big, and that's how they're gonna become stronger in their own way. But in reality though, those people who does calisthenics, we lift weights too, right? We just don't lift our body. It's not helpful enough. We gotta be a bodybuilders too. Also, the funny thing is I barely seen any bodybuilders do calisthenic stuff. It's always the calisthenic guy who does the bodybuilding stuff, right? Might as well learn both, right? My second point is the intense training. So yes, we all have intense training. We all have reps or repetition to go through. We all feel pain, muscle pains, and we all get to the failure. The thing is, it depends on the person, no matter what they're doing, calisthenics or bodybuilder. It's up to them how intense their training is. Some people train naturally and it shows. Some people don't train naturally and they use stuff like drugs, right? Steroids, creatine, or coffee. I use coffee. The point is, in order to grow in this area, is you're gonna experience the same. There's always pain physically, right? And there's always challenges for both of them. Alright, so the third point is the process. In this realm, consistency is a must. Process of disciplining yourself in order to reach the goal you wanted to. And it applies for both of them. I always thought that doing this kind of stuff, it will only take you months, but in reality, it will take you years. So yeah, they both have the thing that you have to go to this even if you don't like it or if you don't want it. Plus, it always shows to those people who are actually, serious about getting their stuff compared to those people just like, they talk too much and they barely do the work. Yeah, if you notice, they're not really that far from each other, right? It's just the same realm, physical, right? But just like different type of stuff they're doing. So if you notice too, all the physical things, activities you've been doing, no matter if it's sports, martial arts, yoga, gymnastics, or any other physical activities, is they have the same thing in common. Actually, if you're gonna apply my points in this too, they're gonna work in there too, right? So yeah, let's go back to my point one and apply this in all the sports physical activities. You know, all of them has like weight or like different weight on how they, you know, how they do the thing. Some of them has limits, some of them has to break their limits. Let's talk about intense training. All of this have intense training, right? You can't go to Olympics if you just train for a day and, you know, you're competing with a guy who trains for a year. You know that. And the third thing is they all have process, and it takes them years to show you what, like, how good they are in the level. This is just my point that they're not, those things are not really far away from each other, right? The problem in this community is like, you know, it's a competition who's gonna be the best or the better, but they don't realize this is like they can all connect to each other. Kind of like UFC where they just preying on each other. It's like, oh yeah, let's fight who's the best, who's the most stronger one. As a fitness model, you know, I want the communities from this bodybuilding to work with calisthenics and other stuff like that. I guess that's why I made this video today. And I hope you like it, and comment down below. Also subscribe if you like it or you want to follow me. Let's just move and let's keep going.